Saint Silvestro Guzzolini, Abbot 1267, Rome 90. Saint Silvester was an Italian Roman Catholic priest and the founder of the Silvestrini. He served as a canon in Osimo, but respectful rebukes of his bishop's inappropriate conduct led him to leave for a hermitage before the bishop could strip him of his position. He remained in his hermitage with a determination to found a religious congregation, and based it upon the order of Saint Benedict after having a dream of Saint Benedict of Nursia. His order received papal approval from Pope Innocent IV, which allowed his order to expand across Italian cities to a significant degree. His beatification was confirmed in the 1260s, and he was later canonized in 1598 as a saint. Silvestro Guzzolini was born to the nobles Giuslario Guzzolini and Bianca in Osimo. Guzzolini was sent in 1197 to learn jurisprudence in the College of Bologna for law and the college in Padua, but felt called to the ecclesiastical state, finding no satisfaction in his studies and deeming them too secular, and abandoned his studies in law for theological and scriptural studies. On his return home in 1208, it is said that his father, angered at his change of purpose, refused to speak to him for 1 decade. Guzzolini accepted a position as a canon at Osimo after the diocesan bishop ordained him in 1217, and devoted himself to pastoral work with such zeal as to arouse hostilities from his bishop, whom he had rebuked with respect for the scandals that the prelate's irregular life had caused. The prelate threatened to strip him of his position, but the canon decided to leave the world upon seeing the corpse of one who had once been noted for their looks while presiding over a funeral. He retired to a desert place far from Osimo in 1227, and lived there in strict poorness until the owner of the land, the nobleman Curado, recognized him and offered him a better site for his hermitage. The dampness drove him from that place, and he established himself next at Crotofossil, where he later built a convent for his future religious order. In this place his penances were most severe, for he lived on raw herbs and water and slept on the bare ground. Disciples flocked to him seeking his direction, and it became vital for him to choose a rule. His fame worried Pope Gregory IX in 1228, and he decided to send the Dominican friars Ricardo and Bonaparte to him to invite him into their order, but he refused. Legend suggests that the various founders appeared to him in a vision, each begging him to adopt his rule. Guzzolini chose for his followers that of Saint Benedict of Nursia in 1231, after having a vision of the saint, and built his first convent on Montefano near Fabriano after first removing the remains of a pagan temple. On the 27th of June 1238 he obtained from Pope Innocent IV a papal bull confirming his order as being canonical, and before his death founded 11 monasteries after this approval. He died on the 26th of November 1267 due to a severe fever. Dr. Andrea embalmed him, and the room was filled with a sweet fragrance when he removed Guzzolini's bowels. His remains were later disinterred and placed in a shrine still present at the church of Montefano. The account of his miracles and the growth of his cultus, or long-standing veneration, can be found in Bolzanetti. Pope Clement IV beatified Guzzolini, and Pope Clement VIII later canonized him in 1598. Amen.